And it was horrible. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
This man is talking about the intense flames he saw at his home last night. 6 families are without a place to stay after a devastating apartment fire in Spokane Valley.
Looks like more mild and dry weather is on the way for the start of this week.
The deadline is fast approaching to make your voice heard. Election Day is just 2 days away. We're taking a look at voter turnout so far and what you need to know if you still haven't filled out your ballot.
It's roaring. It's not even fired. It's roaring. I mean, I looked at this thing and I just went, oh my God.
It's a moment this man won't forget. Last night, firefighters fought back flames that engulfed an apartment complex and forced 6 people out of their homes until further notice. KREM 2's Brandon Jones went back to the scene of the fire and spoke with people who witnessed the damage.
And you can see the devastation that this fire left behind on this apartment building. I've walked around and I've seen debris all over the ground, and you can still smell the ash and that burning sensation in the air.
Yeah.
John Richardson lives in that building, and he says the flames are unlike anything he's ever seen in his life.
It was atrocious. I mean, it was unbelievable.
The fire was so bad that Red Cross stepped in to open up a shelter for anyone that may have been misplaced by the flames. Throughout the building, 6 of the apartments were deemed inhabitable. Fortunately, the apartment complex informed me that each of those residents have renter's insurance and have been provided with a place to stay during this cold weather. As for John, his apartment was able to avoid any significant damage, but he had to spend his night elsewhere and lost his phone in the whole ordeal. The fire started in one of his neighbor's homes.
It was actually unbelievably horrible. I mean, I saw this thing and I know the people, and I feel badly for them.
The building is 3 stories high, and the flames stretched the entire length and impacted each floor. John says it could have been even worse if first responders weren't so quick to the scene.
And the fire department, and I'll tell you what, the fire department is awesome.
There isn't a timeline yet on when repairs will be finished on the complex. In Spokane Valley, Brandon Jones, KREM 2 News.
So none of the people who lived there had to use the Red Cross shelter that was open. So the shelter actually closed down earlier today. But if anyone still needs assistance, they can call the Red Cross for help. Well, sad news out of Royal City tonight. A 5-year-old girl died in a house fire that started earlier this morning. It happened at the Coachman Mobile Home Park. The people inside the home were able to escape, but investigators believe the young girl got trapped. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says because the trailers are so close together, the fire burned 2 others and damaged a third. The coroner's office is working to determine a cause of death, and Royal City Police are investigating what caused the fire. Well, it's been more than 2 weeks since a hiker went missing in the North Cascades. Now the Skagit County Sheriff's Office is asking people not to help them in the search for Rachel Lacoduc. They say it's just too dangerous and untrained searchers are putting themselves in danger. Authorities say their search continued this weekend. Earlier this week, Lacoduc's mother posted on Facebook saying the search is now a recovery. Well, this is unusual. A Spokane man will appear in a federal trial next year for taking a grizzly bear's claws after he shot it in self-defense. The U.S. Attorney's Office charged 35-year-old Brian Berg for 2 misdemeanor violations of the Lacey Act, one for not reporting that he shot the bear and the other for taking the bear's claws. He pleaded not guilty to both counts this week. His trial is scheduled for early January. Well, overall, it was a pretty nice November day, and Michelle is in the Weather Center now to let us know if there will be any major changes for the upcoming week. Michelle.
Well, the first half of the week is looking really nice, but this whole weekend was really nice as well. Today we saw a little bit more cloud cover than we had yesterday. I thought that would hold temperatures down, but it doesn't look like it did. We still have kind of that high cirrus cloud cover, but we'll see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, and that'll boost temperatures up even more. Currently, though, 44 degrees in Spokane, lower 40s in Coeur d'Alene, a little bit cooler up north, temperatures have fallen into the 30s, but pretty nice temperatures overall. Current wind speeds still pretty light, 7 miles per hour in Spokane, one of the highest winds around the area. So we're still not seeing enough air movement that we don't have any improvement in our air quality. It's in the moderate category for today, and it looks like it'll probably be that or maybe even unhealthy for sensitive groups in the next several days as we continue to see just very light winds in the region. Over the next 12 hours, skies will be partly cloudy. Temperatures not getting below freezing until just before sunrise. So looking at pretty nice weather for the start of the week. Mostly sunny, 51 on Monday, in the lower 50s on Tuesday, and partly sunny, a little bit cooler on Wednesday, mid-40s.
Michelle, thank you. All right, to sports now. The Seahawks won in an absolutely thrilling game against the Buccaneers, 40-34 in overtime. Karthik Venkatraman joins us now to break down how the Hawks pulled this one off. Karthik.
Tim, what a game. The Seahawks found themselves down 21-7 in the second quarter. It looked like at a point they were going to lose to an inferior team, but then they found a way to come back in this one. It came down to the wire. We're going to start out in the fourth quarter here, tied 27-27 in the fourth with 4:34 to go. Russell Wilson drops back, throws one deep to rookie DK Metcalf, and the rook down the sideline into the end zone. 34-27 Seahawks. Buccaneers got the ball back and marched right down the field, though. Jameis Winston to Mike Evans here to set up a 1-yard touchdown, and the Bucs tied it at 34. But the Seahawks had 45 seconds in the timeout. Wilson finds Metcalf. DK hits the defender with the stiff arm. Get off me, first down, out of bounds. Then Wilson pulls out his do-it-himself kit and scrambles for a first down. They'd set up kicker Jason Myers for the win in regulation. It's up, but no, Myers misses, and we're off to overtime. In overtime, Seahawks got the ball first because of the coin toss. They were moving. This third down play, DK Metcalf again, what a huge catch. Got hit in the face and all, but it don't matter. The rookie comes up big again, and that set up the game-winning touchdown. Russell Wilson to Jacob Hollister, who has been playing with because of injuries to Will Dissly. Ed Dixon got his first career touchdown earlier in the game, and then this one to win the game, 40-34.
It's awesome, man. Like I said, it's such a blessing just to be in this position. I love being on this team, being around these guys, being around this organization. It's just been awesome. It's all been a blessing.
As soon as it opened up, just bang, it was like a touchdown. And I think your eyes light up and say, there it is. And he made a great catch and getting in the end zone, so it was sweet. And then just celebrating at the end. It was just so much fun, and we lifted him up. It was pretty cool.
I mentioned the Seahawks were down 27. That was right before halftime, but they got the sequence that shifted momentum. Wilson to Hollister, incomplete, but Hollister draws a defensive pass interference penalty, and then a couple of plays later, Wilson finds the tight end for that first touchdown of his career that I was talking about a second ago. Hollister was a game changer before the overtime touchdown to win it.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a play where I come down and then I loop out into the flat, and Russ put a ball on me, and I reached out, which I shouldn't have with the ball, but I'll get in trouble for that. I scored on it, which is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give Tyler Lockett a shout out for his performance. He was a big reason why the Seahawks got the win. 13 receptions for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Seahawks are going to have to play a little better against their next opponent. It's going to be a heavily anticipated matchup on Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. And, well, 49ers haven't lost a game, Tim.
And not just that, also big rivals. Karthik, thank you. Well, still ahead tonight, a new study shows which mental health conditions are searched most by each state. So get out your phones. Do you think Washington's was internet addiction, major depressive disorder, or memory loss? Let us know on KREM.com/vote or in the KREM 2 app. We'll go over the results when we come back.
High school football rosters aren't filling out like they used to.
We're probably down 25% from last year, which is really surprising because we won the GSL title.
It's a national trend that's happening here, so I spoke with 3 GSL head football coaches with nearly 70 years of coaching experience between them. What do you attribute kind of the reduction in numbers to? Concerns over concussions are one of the big factors contributing to the decline, but there are other surprising factors that are having an effect on available players. Join me as I investigate the football fade Tuesday on KREM 2 News at 6.
Carl Jr. Well, if it isn't Big Carl, you fixin' to sauce me up? Sick those beefy twins on this cheese hound? Scram, Big Mac. Go play with your extra toy bun. The adults are getting meaty. Carl's Jr., you know what you want.
Colder weather and shorter days bring a sense of joy and anticipation to holiday gatherings and traditions. Nothing speaks holiday tradition more than poinsettias from the plant farm. For generations, colorful poinsettias from the plant farm have brought holidays to life. Attend the Poinsettia Tours and Open House November 8th, 9th, 15th, and 16th. In addition to beautiful poinsettias, our home decor and gift center offer delightful decorations to make your house a home. The plant farm in Spokane Valley, family owned, locally grown, because life is better in the garden.
Hey Bob, this is Bob, everybody. An actual winner here at Spokane Tribe Casino. Bob bet just 50 cents and walked off with $1,200. Nice, Bob. You just win here.
This month, come in to enter Santa's Secret Stash giveaway, where you could win a grand prize $5,000 shopping spree.
They call you really big, Carl? Must be those triple-sauced meat heaps. How about you cloak me in cheese? Drape me in a three-piece patty suit like a beef tycoon. Carl's Jr., you know what you want.
You're watching KREM 2 News at 6.
Welcome back. For this next story, we want to know what you think. Did Washingtonians Google internet addiction, major depressive disorder, or memory loss most? Go to krem.com/vote or open up the KREM 2 app and let us know your thoughts. In the meantime, a new study using data from mentalhealth.gov found each state's most Googled mental health concerns, and the results actually might surprise you. The life insurance research group Term Life to Go compiled a list of the most common mental health conditions by state. Then they ran each of the conditions through Google Trends to find which concerns most people search for. Overall, internet addiction, major depressive disorder, and memory loss tied for America's most Googled mental health concerns. Both Washington and Oregon Googled internet addiction the most, while Idaho's most Googled condition is narcissism. So at the beginning of this story, we asked you which mental health condition you thought people in Washington searched for the most, and it looks like most people actually said that it was major depressive disorder, but again, actually it was internet addiction. So again, thanks to everyone who voted in this poll. You can make your voice heard on krem.com/vote or in the KREM 2 app throughout the evening. All right, heads up, beginning this weekend, you can enroll for health insurance through Washington State's Health Benefit Exchange. Just go to healthfinderwashington.org to sign up for insurance or to renew your policy for 2020. Now, some people may be enrolled in auto renew, but it's advised to actually check your account to see if you need to take any action. Open enrollment runs through December 15th. Well, this week, the first person in Washington died of the flu, and health leaders in Tri-Cities say it's a man that was in his 90s. He died after coming down with the virus. And let's dive deeper into the numbers. 31 people have died since the start of the 2019-2020 flu season. Based on the CDC's weekly flu report, you can see activity start to pick up. Most states started in green, representing minimal activity. Now most states are seeing low activity, while Louisiana and Puerto Rico are in the red. Health leaders say if you have not received a flu shot, there is still time. Doctors say November and December are usually the worst months for the flu. Well, new numbers from the CDC show there are now more than 1,800 lung injury cases nationwide associated with the use of e-cigarettes or vaping products. There are at least 37 confirmed deaths in 24 states and D.C. In Washington, there have been 12 cases of vaping-associated lung injuries as of October 16th. 58% of the cases were men, and cases were most prevalent among 10 to 19-year-olds. Okay, so we've had some dry weather for nearly a week now. Most of us have enjoyed that. Coming up, meteorologist Michelle Boss will let us know if there's any rain or snow in this week's forecast.